I've got 4 players for you that would shock the world if the Lions drafted these guys at 28, but it actually kind of makes sense that they would. Let's talk about it. I'm Mike Payton from A to Z Sports Detroit. Today we're going to talk about 4 players that the Lions could take with the 28th pick that would shock the world but would make some sense. Let's jump right into it. Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart. Now, Dart is expected to be drafted by the Steelers. That's what everybody thinks is going to happen. But if they don't do that, if they wind up going with like Jalen Milroe or Tyler Shugg, that could push Dart down to the second round, and the Lions could have a chance to get him at 28 before he gets there. And the reason you'd want to do that is obviously Dart is the youngest quarterback in this draft. There's a ton of upside, a ton of first-round upside with this guy. You put him on the bench for a few years under Jared Goff. You let him grow. You let him learn, similar to what the Chiefs did with Patrick Mahomes or the Packers with Jordan Love. And eventually, you have your quarterback of the future, your starting guy. You have a smooth transition from Goff to Dart. It makes a lot of sense. I know it's not what Lions fans want at 28, but, man, why would you pass that up? The next guy is Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Hairston, a local guy from the Detroit area. I know the Lions had him in for a top 30 visit. This one doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but clearly the Lions are interested. I think Detroit has put a lot of assets and money into that cornerback room, and they've built a pretty good one, pretty young and good room. But if they want to double down, triple down, quadruple down this offseason and just have, one of the best secondaries in the league, they could shock everybody and take Hairston at 28. There have been some people that have mocked him to the Lions. I know Matt Miller recently did one for ESPN that had Hairston at 28. It's something people are thinking about. We'll see what happens. I don't like that one, but it could possibly happen. Next up, we have Michigan tight end Colston Loveland. This is a guy, obviously, a lot of Lions fans are familiar with. Lions fans who are Wolverines fans, they all know what this guy's capable of. And great pass catcher, strong blocker, someone that's expected to go probably in the upper 20s. The Chargers are a team that seem to be linked to him, a lot of popular option for him. The Lions do have Sam Laporta. They don't necessarily need another tight end. We know that, but they have done a lot of work about tight ends during the pre-draft process at the Combine, top 30s, all the All-Star games, Pro Bowl, or Pro Days, They have looked at tight ends this entire time. And a lot of the reasons they're looking for guys is guys that can block but can also do some pass catching. And here's an opportunity for the Lions to have their very own 2 tight end set of guys who can block and can go out and catch the ball and do things with it afterwards. I mean, that is, man, can you imagine an offense with Sam Laporta and Colston Loveland, along with Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery? Man, that is quite a unit. Speaking of David Montgomery, I know Lions fans love David Montgomery. I love him too. There's what's not to love. Sonic and Knuckles, it's fun. It's awesome. The Lions just extended Montgomery. But what they also did in that extension is they cleared out all his guaranteed money after 2025. So there's a chance that the Lions could be looking for his replacement. We know they've already brought in Cam Scatboo for a top 30 visit. They've spoken to other running backs at the formal at the combines and at pro days and all-star games. They've been looking at running backs this entire time. What if a guy like North Carolina's Omarion Hampton falls to 28? That's a very good running back. That's running back 2 in this draft, right behind Ashton Genty from Boise State. This is a guy that, I mean, he runs exactly like David Montgomery runs, just power, but also can juke you out of your shoes, just has a bunch of speed. Somebody that, man, if he's there at 28, it would be really interesting. The Lions could potentially look to just grab a guy. Again, they are not a needs-based drafting team. They want to draft the best players. And if that is one of the players that is there, he is one of the best players in this draft. I would not be shocked at all if they did it. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, because he's probably going to be gone before then either. But, man, if it did, it's really something you got to look at. We'll see what happens this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We'll see you next time.